One more day, he thought. One more day. Perhaps two. And then? And then what? Sebastian St, Viscount Devlin, walked the dark, misty banks of the Seine. He was a tall man in his early 30s, lean and dark-haired, with the carriage of the cavalry captain he'd once been. For 2 weeks now, he'd been renting a narrow house on the Place Dauphine in Paris, near the tip of the Ile de la Cité. He was here on a personal quest, awaiting the return to the city of his mother, who had abandoned her family more than 20 years before. Waiting to ask for answers he wasn't sure he was ready to hear. The night air felt cold against his face, and he thrust his hands deeper into the pockets of his caped greatcoat. His gaze on the row of fog-shrouded lanterns that ran along the Quai des Tuileries before him. The great ancient city of Paris stretched out around him in a sea of winking candles and the dull yellow glow of countless oil lamps. He could hear the river slapping against the stones of the embankment beside him, and the creak of an oar somewhere in the night, but much was hidden by the mist. Ironic, he thought, how a man could strive for years to achieve a goal, and then, once it was almost within his grasp, find himself shaken by misgivings and doubts, and something else. Something he suspected was fear. He turned away from the dark, silent waters of the river and climbed the steps to what had been called the Place Louis XV, before it was renamed the Place de la Révolution. It was here that the guillotine had done some of its deadliest work, whacking off well over 1,000 heads in a matter of months. The blood had run so thick and noisome that in the heat of summer the people who lived nearby complained of the smell. Not about the roaring crowds or the haunting pall of death that even today seemed to hang over the enormous open space, but about the smell.